So Kamala Harris is the new U.S. Senator from California. Everybody's excited. She's progressive. But I remember when she was the U.S., she was the Attorney General for the state. That's what it's called, right, Steffi? Mm-hmm. She was the California State Attorney General. Mm-hmm. And I remember she didn't prosecute any bankers. I remember that. I remember going, oh, and she pulled a lot of shit like that. Well, guess what? Dave Dayen has an article in the Intercept. Kamala Harris fails to explain why she didn't prosecute Steve Mnuchin's bank. Steve Mnuchin, who is the new nominee to be the Secretary of Treasury. Mnuchin is Donald Trump's nominee to run the Treasury Department and served as CEO of OneWest from 2009 to 2015. So for 6 years, he was the CEO of a bank called OneWest, a bank that is right here in Pasadena. In an internal memo published on Tuesday by The Intercept, prosecutors at the California Attorney General's office said they had found, ready for this? Are you ready for this? They found over 1,000 violations of foreclosure laws by his bank during that time. That sounds like a lot. 1,000, and predicted that further investigation would uncover many thousands more. But the investigation into what the memo called widespread misconduct was closed after Harris's office declined to file a civil enforcement action against the bank. Another goddamn Democrat who won't fucking do their job because the people they're supposed to prosecute are rich and powerful. Another goddamn useless Democrat who won't do her goddamn job. 2 sets of laws in America, one for the rich and connected and one for everybody else. The laws for the rich people don't apply. Who do they apply for? Everyone else. Senator Ron Wyden, the top Democrat on the Senate Finance Committee, warned about Mnuchin, saying, given Mr. Mnuchin's history of profiting off the victims of predatory lending, I look forward to asking him how his Treasury Department would work for Americans who are still waiting for the economic recovery to show up in their communities. Why don't you ask that to goddamn Barack Obama? Why don't you do that? Why don't you ask the current Secretary of Treasury right now? The jagoff from Citigroup. The consistent violations of California foreclosure processes outlined in the memo would indicate that Mnuchin's bank didn't merely act callously, but did so with blatant disregard for the law. Blatant disregard for the law. And nothing happens. Why? Because we're connected. We're Chuck Schumer's buddy. We're Nancy Pelosi's buddy. We're Kamala Harris's buddy. You need us. You don't want to upset the banks. According to the memo, OneWest also obstructed the investigation. So this guy's bank obstructed the investigation, an investigation into what they already uncovered, over 1,000 criminal instances of malfeasance. They ordered third parties to refuse to comply with state subpoenas. But Harris's office, without any explanation, declined to prosecute the case. Kamala Harris, anybody looking to Democrats, these goddamn corporate Democrats to be their champions, are going to be really let down. Really let down.
Hey, Jimmy, according to this one, a Zero Hedge website, it states that technically it appears Kamala Harris was the only Democrat he donated to in 2016.
Yeah, I'm going to bring that up. Why did her office close the case? deciding not to conduct a full investigation. They didn't even conduct a full investigation. Not only did not prosecute, they didn't even look into it. Why did her office close the case, deciding not to conduct a full investigation of a national bank's misconduct and provide a public accounting of what happened, as her own investigators had urged? Her own goddamn office was telling her to do it, and she didn't do it because she's a corporate. Mnuchin, oh, here it is, Steph. Mnuchin donated $592,600 to Republicans in 2016. That's a lot of money. Including $430,000 to Trump. Federal Election Commission records show. A one-time Hillary Clinton donor, Mnuchin gave one donation this year to a Democrat. And who was that Democrat? It was Kamala Harris.
That's all? That's all it cost him was $2,000? That was it? I find that hard to believe.
I find that hard to believe, too, that it was just two grand that got her to turn her head. I'm sure that was just a thank you. I'm sure that was a, hey, thanks for playing ball. Because she got the heat. I'm sure Chuck Schumer called her and Barack Obama. I'm sure Barack Obama called her and said, don't do this. Jimmy, that's kind of reckless for you to speculate like that. Well, she's obviously corrupt, so now I get to speculate why. She obviously didn't do her job, so now I get to speculate why. And she's not answering questions about it. That's why I get to speculate. So, but it's nice to see they're upset that Mnuchin might become the Secretary of the Treasury, even though they could have prosecuted the jagoff and should have. Way to go, Kamala. Goddamn useless Democrats.